37-year-old Stephen Glosser, 34-year-old Caleb Kinsey from Savannah, Georgia, done lost their mind.
Oh, before you continue, this has to be one of the most sickest, demonic, twisted plot, story, whatever you want to call it, up to date.
Hey man, be careful who you meet on these dating apps. If you meeting people on dating apps, you might need to start doing background checks, cause
be careful. Like I said, we're not here to try to cast judgment, but at the end of the day, this. Just go ahead.
So Stephen Glosser done met this woman on a dating app. Mm-hmm. They go through it, toxic relationship. They end up blocking each other. Well, somehow, some way, his roommate / best friend, Caleb Kinsey, I guess talking about it, they feel some type of way and they want to start doing crazy stuff to this woman. I don't know if she did any crazy stuff to them to make them go this far.
Cause they went far.
But whatever took place, these people took it very personal, whatever happened.
Because listen, you have taken it far, but then you have taken it to the extreme. For the reports we read, it don't really go into details of why that dude, Caleb Kinsey, why Stephen Glosser and the victim, the female, started getting into it, but it wasn't a relationship. And during that relationship, somebody in that relationship was engaged to someone else's family member.
Yeah, they said it's a quasi-relationship. I don't exactly 100% know. I tried to look it up, Google it, and see what that was. And I guess it's dating someone while being engaged to a family member at the same time. I don't know. It's confusing. Y'all look it up.
So Stephen Glosser started beefing with the chick. Then he put Caleb Kinsey on like, yo, I pretty much don't like this chick. And both of these dudes is friends. They both did time in the U.S. Air Force. One of them already has a felony charge. And they roommates and stay together, so they pretty much belong together. And the way both of their brains work, they definitely belong together. I'm just guessing there's some type of mental health involved with this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it, 1,000%.
Not sure. We're just guessing. But Caleb Kinsey went out the way to text the girl asking her, do you want to die? Because the demons will kill you.
And they have everything online. They have written journals of them conspiring, plotting everything out that they did. So they ended up finding out where she stayed.
That's what Stephen Glosser did. Stephen Glosser's job was to find out where she stayed at using the Google stuff and looking her up and finding out where the chick was moving to. And he mapped out locations, he mapped out routes, how to get to her house through the woods and all type of crazy stuff. I'm gonna stop cutting you all back. Okay,
they sick, bro.
This stuff is crazy.
They sick, bro. They sick. So they find out where she stays. End up sending dog shit and dead rats in her mailbox and stuff like that.
Did they actually do it? No, that's what they plan on doing.
That's just all in the journals?
Yeah, this is cause they was texting back and forth to each other. They stayed together, but for some reason they was texting back and forth to each other all the plans they had to intimidate, torture, and scare this female.
And the first intimidation tactics was dead rats and dog shit sent to her in the mail.
The fuck?
They even went as far as acquiring a python to be released inside of this woman's house to eat her daughter.
That was their plan. And they bought the python. And then their plan was to release the daughter. The other part of their plan was they was going to sit outside this lady's house and shoot bow and arrows through her window and front door, all for intimidation. And the plan go as far as they say they was going to literally scalp this lady slowly and torture her to death.
On top of this, they make a homemade bomb using tannerite. I don't even know what that is.
Me either, but Caleb Kinsey ordered this stuff offline.
Bruh.
It's legal to order it. You can order it right offline. But what they did with it was very illegal. They ordered this stuff. Caleb Kinsey, I guess the brains behind building bombs, built the homemade bomb.
And unfortunately, blew up her house.
In an attempt to kill this lady, but Good thing her or her daughter was not there at the time. They actually just moved into the house the day before.
This was her dream home. We're gonna show you pictures of the house. The house is beautiful. If it would have been finished, I guarantee it would have been 100% immaculate, right? It's a big house. She moved into her dream home. The next day, blew it up. So I don't know 100% what happened between these two characters, but this all took place on January 23rd, 2023.
Yep, that's when the house blew up.
A month later, they finally get arrested. They do an investigation. They find the written journals. They find all the text messages. They find how they plot and plan to do all of this crazy behind stuff. And then finally, on March 7th this year, 2024, they got indicted by the feds. This is all a federal case.
The police found Stephen Glosser's journal, plotting out this whole thing about killing this lady and hurting this lady and torturing this lady. They got the phones with them texting back and forth with the whole plot. And the part that got me is when Caleb Kinsey asked the lady, are you ready to die? Because the demons will get you. And they was talking about themselves as being the demons. And
Crazy.
And also in that same journal, these guys had plans on blowing up an unidentified courthouse, and also had plans of killing an ex-co-worker of theirs, which was not named, but that co-worker better thank whoever he want to thank that these guys has been got, because they meant business, because they went as far as blowing up this lady's house and trying to kill her like that. Ooh.
Listen, these are the charges that they got charged with. Both of them got charged with. The first one they got charged with was stalking, of course.
Of course, because they stalked the hell out of this lady.
Then they got charged with use of an explosive to commit another felony offense.
Yeah.
Then they got charged with conspiracy, because they all planned this out. Conspiracy to use an explosive to commit a felony.
Yeah.
Then they got charged with possession of an unregistered destructive device.
Yeah.
This all feds. On top of this, Kinsey happened to already be a convicted felon. Yeah. So he got charged with a false statement during the purchase of a firearm and possession of a firearm by what? A convicted felon.
And this is what the craziest part. If I read this correctly, so don't quote me, for all those charges and everything that they got going on, they are only facing up to 30 years imprisonment.
Because you would think,
you a demon. You demons gotta go back to the pits of hell. I can't let you back out. You blew up a lady's house. You were planning on putting a python to eat the lady baby. Who thinks of stuff like that? If I say this is my professional opinion, it's just my opinion alone, I think mental health have to be a part of this, because who sit there and write this type of stuff in their journal and actually try to carry this stuff out? So y'all ladies, please be careful. Men too. Please be careful who you meet on these dating apps, because you don't know who you meeting in all these toxic relationships. You better be careful, because the stuff they had going on is unheard of. Even the police officers and the investigators in Georgia was like, they never ever.
I already met people, bruh, that go on dating apps and it got crazy stories. But this don't compare to nothing.
No. I think the craziest part for me is when they got the python. Because I'm a snake fan. I have a ball python at home. It's when they bought a python, a big old python. It's not even funny, on the why I'm laughing. Let me get serious. When they bought a python to release in this lady's house in hopes that it would eat her child.
Bro, you sick, bro.
You are sick. You are mentally fully unsick. 30 years.
Yeah.
It's not finna cure that. I don't know what type of help they need. They need medicine. They need help, and they served in the U.S. Air Force. I don't know. That's what messed them up. I don't know what happened. I don't know what this chick even did to Buddy to even make it go this far. I heard of toxic, but this is toxic to a demonic level.
Literally.
This is demon piss toxic. This is out of control toxic. Really think of. I've been hurt. You been hurt before?
Of Of course.
I've been scorned, but I never ever thought of doing something that far. I thought of slapping some bitches up and all that, but never anything that's wow. And then to actually do it, and then to actually find a journal with them talking about doing this to 2 other places, kill another co-worker, and to blow up a courthouse, and they're facing 30 years only.
And then to tell on themselves, because why would you text her all this crazy stuff? Who, if she ain't got no one else talking like this, the only person she can suspect that's blew up her house is you sit behind people, man.
And the internet is fucked up because they found out all this later information right off the internet. Think about how crazy this is. They found out exactly where she just moved to or where she was moving to. So let's go back a little bit. Watch what the fuck you put on Facebook, Instagram, and all these social media sites, because I don't think there's no possible way on the internet for me to find out where you're going to move to next. Because they've been stalking this lady for over 2 months before they actually committed this crime. So somehow these guys knew where she was going to move to next, because they only stayed in the house 1 day before it got blew up as it was building. So she had to either go on, I'm guessing she went on social media, one of these websites, and was telling everybody, hey, this is where I'm moving to. And I'm guessing that's how these guys got the information. So be careful for what you're posting on these apps and all these social media pages and all your information, because you don't know who you're dealing with. Everybody's brain ain't the same. You got people who really on demon time out here. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's crazy. That's crazy.
Law recidivism.
Law recidivism. Stay safe. Protect yourself.
And use these social media apps accordingly, man.
Accordingly. And shout out to our governor, because we trying to get everybody fired to protect ourselves for real.
Straight up.